What have we done? And more importantly, what will you do?
We are hot off the heels of the Unleashed event from Apple, where they literally just mic dropped all new computers that, like, I was halfway through, I couldn't, like, why were they even still talking? Like, as soon as I heard M1 Pro, M1 Max, whatever, take my goddamn money. What are we doing here? But all jokes aside, I think a lot of us had really high expectations for these machines, and I don't know about you, but I think Apple completely blew those expectations out of the water. Coming from M1, when that was announced, and, you know, I got the Mac Mini at that point, and I put a video out, and I was just like, this thing is the future. I, like, to this day, and we're gonna talk about that machine in this video a lot, because look, even this M1 iMac behind me, they just rip. If the new M1 Pro and M1 Max are gonna be your first taste of an M1 chip, hold on to your buttholes, because these things slap.
Damn, these things are fast.
And that's why, you know, we have a couple actually we have a lot of configurations for these computers, and it can be extremely daunting going on the site. I was like half into the keynote and half into Twitter throughout the whole thing, and I was sort of watching all the different stuff they were saying with these chips. But as soon as they said there was an M1 Pro chip, I was like, sign me up, that's the one. And then they were like, oh wait, there's also M1 Max, which is even more powerful. But I'm sitting here thinking, look, I got this M1 iMac, and I also have an M1 Mac Mini, 16 gigs of RAM, and I really haven't stress tested these machines in the sense that I use them for work. I use them for everything that I do for YouTube. I use them for my photography business in real life. I also use them for my filmmaking and commercial video in real life, not just YouTube crap like this. I do real things with these computers, and even the normal M1 that was released a while ago in the old chassis and the old M1 Mac Mini box still absolutely flies. So I was like, hey, it's cool that we have some like crazy new improvements in graphics capabilities and RAM and terabytes and all that shit. I was just thinking, like, you know, I just want something with an SD card reader. That's really the upgrade that I was looking for. So in terms of I/O between the two machines, we are ripping now. We've got HDMI, we've got USB-C ports. They brought MagSafe back to it. Most importantly, the SD card is back. They should have never taken the damn SD card out of these machines. I use these laptops for work and on set when I'm trying to transfer footage and media and all this stuff from photos. Having dongles with me just sucks. So I'm so happy that they have brought back the SD card, and I'm so happy they've also brought back the HDMI port. It just means way less dongles to deal with. We did not like dongle life. Dongle life is dead. We're living the high life now, folks. We're back to 6 years ago or 5 years ago, but we're also 5 years in the future at this point.
Back to the future.
So you're looking at all these configurations and you're like, what do I need? If you're someone like me who is a casual YouTuber, but, you know, for work they do a lot of video editing and photo production, I'm telling you right now, the normal M1s have been more than adequate for what I do. So I would honestly recommend start with the base model. You're starting at $19.99, which isn't a crazy amount of money for considering what this computer is capable of. Now, you can go back and watch all of the M1 videos and see how amazed everybody was editing video, editing photos, even doing graphics work, and see how wild the speed and performance was. That now you just know it's going to be even better. So a lot of people look at this stuff and you're like, I should future-proof myself. I gotta max out 1 terabyte storage. I need 32 gigs of RAM, all this stuff. You're like, and then at the end of the day, you're at like a $7,000 laptop. And really, for what point? Look at all the people that had the maxed out 16-inch Intel laptop. They're all crying now. They're like, what am I supposed to do with this relic of a machine now that they have these new machines that are just gonna blow it out of the water? And that's the thing. It's like M1 is just so advanced that I could argue you could probably still be fine with an old 13-inch M1 Pro or the M1 MacBook Air. So as you look at all of this, and we're gonna get one Tuesday, I was able to get my 14-inch that I wanted, and it's gonna come on the 26th. I always say, get the one you can get that'll ship the fastest, and maybe decide later. Or if you want, you know, these things are already not shipping till November at this point. So you could wait even till next week, see when all these reviews come out, what people are saying. But if you want to get something now and you really want it fast, I don't think there's anything wrong with the base model 14-inch or even the 16-inch if you want the bigger screen. But going base model, 16 gigs of RAM, I'm gonna go small storage. I did everything, just the regular M1 Pro. I don't need all this crazy stuff because it's just an upgrade from my current M1s, which are already good enough for what I do. I just need a laptop because I need to be able to edit when I'm out and I'm traveling and I'm going places and I'm on set. I have no way of bringing my iMac with me or even my Mac Mini. I need something mobile, and I really want that same ecosystem and that same speed that I get from M1 on my desktops. But truly, it's a time to be excited. I hope that you get the laptop that you wanted, that you ordered. I think Apple just knocked it out of the park. I have no real nitpicks or anything like that at this point. We'll see what happens when the actual machine shows up, but I think base model is going to be the sleeper hit. Much like we said, the 13 mini was the sleeper hit of the iPhone models. I think that's going to be the one to buy, and that's a machine that's going to last you as long as you want it to last you. I could see us having this M1 iMac and my Mac Mini for years to come, because we're already a year into it and it has never shown signs of stopping or slowing down. So look forward to next week. We'll do some more M1 Pro videos with the new 14-inch. And yeah, it's just going to be exciting. It's going to be pretty fun. If you have questions about the new laptops or my configuration, or if you want me to go more in detail of why I think the base model is okay, let me know in the comments. We'll have a conversation. Otherwise, you will see or hear me next time I feel like making a video. Cheers.